inside the show.
Now from SunTrust Park, we're just about. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Adam Eaton goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Bryce Harper.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. Looking solid through the first. Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
Popped him up. Rendon has a play. 1 away.
Batting second. Right fielder.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Past battles with Scherzer. He's picked up 14 hits in 49 tries. And on 10 occasions, he's been a strikeout victim. And a swing and a miss there on a good pitch as Markakis is retired for out number 2.
Batting third.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. And now for Washington, Ryan Zimmerman. And he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. The bouncer up the middle. Swanson picks it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's take a look at Ender Inciarte. The name of his game is speed. Covers a ton of ground. Great arm in the outfield. Ability to play Gold Glove caliber.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Inciarte. And he makes the catch for the second out. In now is Anthony Rendon. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. Sinking line drive out to right center. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Miguel Montero shoots this one over to first, and the two-out threat will not come to pass. The next to bat for Atlanta, Tyler Flowers. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Hard hit ball to second. Played on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Left fielder, Lane Adams.
Stepping in for the Braves, Lane Adams. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
1-2.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And a fastball just a bit high. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Down. Into the box now the Nationals pitcher, Max Scherzer, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Popped him up. Albies shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trey Turner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Center fielder.
In now is Adam Eaton, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the... And the next in is Johan Camargo. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Dansby Swanson becomes out number 2 this inning.
McCarthy.
1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Murphy is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance. Bryce Harper will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Zimmerman.
The 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Served out to left off the end of the bat, and Zimmerman has a base hit.
Left ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
Into the box now, Daniel Murphy. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Zimmerman leads off first with one away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Murphy now. Soft liner out toward left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, man.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Fouled off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Line toward the gap in left center. Adams will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting. Left
Digging
fielder,
in to try it again.
Howie
Howie Kendrick. He singled his last time up. A bouncer to the left side. Swanson brings it in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Leave a pair. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Ender Inciarte. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
To first. Zimmerman has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First time up, he went down looking. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Right side, gloved by Murphy. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Riding in now for the Nats, Miguel Montero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The pitcher, number 31.
Riding in once again, Max Scherzer. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Adams is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
The 1-1. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now
still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. The 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Murphy's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. In now is Adam Eaton. The 1-1. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. Nope. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Markakis. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in once again, Bryce Harper. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Freeman is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Zimmerman. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. 3-1 to him now. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Zimmerman swings, and this ball sent out to deep left field. Into the second deck and gone. So a solo home run here for Ryan Zimmerman. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Into the box, Daniel Murphy. Little tapper down the first baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. The Nationals on the board on the home. Leading off the inning, Johan Camargo, and they'll need him to get something going here. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
3 balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. The 3-1. And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Kurt Suzuki will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Kurt Suzuki.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he fouls this one off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing. Aaron Blair is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 36.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now.
The catcher, number 14.
Striding in once again, Miguel Montero. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Yanked on the ground down the line. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. On in order. They lead it 1-0. Here's Ender Inciarte. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Ender Inciarte is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game. So the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, Dero. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
And he will scurry back to first, as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready once again, Tyler Flowers. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. A ball and 2 strikes to count to Tyler Flowers.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Full count, 3-2. Scherzer comes set with the payoff pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ballgame. Ready for another chance? Max Scherzer. He'll start us off in the 8th. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And gone up into the second deck.
And this is big right here. It's one thing to be winning late in the game, but going up by 2 runs makes a huge difference. Now their bullpen doesn't have to be perfect, just good. Takes a lot of pressure off, especially when you're on the road.
Standing in now, Adam Eaton. This is pulled into right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. High in the air down the right field line. Markakis over to his left. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. Bottom. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Around second. He's on his way to third. And the Braves are going to like this. They've got a man at third on a leadoff triple.
Now batting, left fielder.
So stepping in, Lane Adams. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Every coach will tell you when you're down by 2, you don't want to take too many chances on the base pass. Regardless, he hustles into third for the triple, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Murphy stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Dribbled up the line. Zimmerman comes up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Shortstop.
Digging in to try it again, Dansby Swanson. No hits to this point. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Murphy has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1 run. Striding in now for the Nats, Daniel Murphy. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance.
It's really been an amazing transition for Daniel Murphy, known more as an average type hitter, Matt, when he was a member of the New York Mets, but since he's put on a Nationals uniform, boy, the power surge has come, and it has not stopped.
Third baseman.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Chopped weakly to the left. Camargo brings it in, and Boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. And now for Washington, Howie Kendrick has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3. Rob Brantley will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 69, Rob Brantley.
The 1-2. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Number 11.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Now the payoff pitch home. High in the air into shallow left center. Kendrick moves over. 2 down. So the Braves down to their final out now. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Final strike for the Braves. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Nationals have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st.
For baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. It's the home opener of this new season between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He will lead this one off today. 2-strike pitch from Strasburg. Little chopper back his way. And he is going to reach to start the ball game. Didn't hit it far, but it's an infield single. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg. He's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Line to the right side, but foul. Still a bit of a chill in the air. 53 degrees our game time temperature. Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And a fastball just a bit high. Michael Conforto will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Very weakly on the ground. We're just getting started here in our nation's capital.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here now the 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 2-2 one more time. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And an off speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
And he misses 2-1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that.
Second, center fielder.
In now is Adam Eaton. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's 3 for 9. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. On his way to second is Eaton. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. In now, Ryan Rayburn, chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Frazier. Throw goes to third, and he is in there. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Ground ball sent back up the middle to Cabrera for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg: 8 hits in 15 at-bats. To 2-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Stepping in now, Jake Bruce. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Frazier in front, 3 balls and a strike. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in as hot as anyone in this first week of the season as they've won 5 of their first 6 contests.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
This is line to left. And Kendrick will make the play to retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go to the... Here's Daniel Murphy now. In previous duels with DeGrom, pretty average results, 4 for 15. Drilled to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Cespedes is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7.
In now for Washington, Howie Kendrick try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. National. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network from Nationals Park in D.C. Set to go now in the 3rd. Here's Adrian now. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, 7 hits in 15 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2. Popped him up. Zimmerman onto the grass. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So 1 away in the inning, and with that we'll get a look at where the Nationals sit entering play in the National League East race. Next for the Mets, Travis d'Arnaud, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And it's fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The next 0-2. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2. The 0-2 home. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So here's the Mets pitcher, Jacob DeGrom. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Count even at 2-2. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Pulled toward right center field. Eaton on the move. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And the inning. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's 1 for 4. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that's a home run into the top tank. Miguel Montero, a solo home run. 4th home run here in the early going. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
Bruce giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
And here now is Wilmer Depot. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So, personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Number 2.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Adam Eaton. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The right fielder.
Riding in once again, Ryan Rayburn. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Drilled down the line. Defoe at second. Eaton at first. 1 gone. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Into the box, Daniel Murphy. Grounded back up the middle. Right there is Reyes. The throw pulls Gonzalez off the base, and I think that's going to be a throwing error.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Conforto is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Jose Reyes. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
Now batting, second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
High in the air out to center field. Eaton is there, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael.
Ready for another
Conforto.
chance. Michael Conforto. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Ground ball right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Howie Kendrick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Miguel Montero. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Darno gathers it, and he makes the throw to first. Montero is retired, 2 down now.
Pitcher, number 37.
Striding in now for the Nats, Steven Strasburg. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Frazier fields it cleanly. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is. Next up for New York, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Hits this one hard the other way. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Todd Frazier becomes the second out here in inning number 5. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Wilmer Defoe. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Soft liner towards center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the next.
That's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit back up the middle. He's got it bare-handed for 1. Back to Adrian, and it's a double play.
Now batting.
At the plate, Ryan Rayburn. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started. Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Into the box now, Ryan Zimmerman. Lifted in the air out to center field. And Cespedes will put this one away to retire the side. 1 left. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. Now, they've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Strasburg comes set. Here it is on 2-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Shortstop number 7.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Reyes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 2-2. Another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ready for another. Shot now, Daniel Murphy. He'll lead things off in the Washington 6th. The 1-1 on its way to Murphy. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Now the 2-1. Is a ball down and away.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2. Hit out towards second. Cabrera's up with it. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Third baseman number 6.
Ready once again, Anthony Rendon. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A bouncer up the middle. And a dive by Reyes, but it's by him, a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position two-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
The count now at 2-1. Three and one to Howie Kendrick.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And there to bring it in is Cabrera for route number 2. Miguel Montero will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. The 1-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 3-0 game. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Standing in now, Steven Strasburg, and that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One for the Nationals on the RBI double. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's 3-0 Washington. Back here at Nationals Park. Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The 3-1. And a good cut there, but it's chopped foul at the plate, and it's full now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
The 1-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The center fielder,
The 1-1. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Eaton going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Jay Bruce now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today. Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Here's Todd Frazier now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's another 1-2. Fouled off. Working on hanging another 0, the pitch. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts. In now is Adam Eaton. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Liner toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2 one more time. On the ground towards the hole, and it's through. A base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
In now, Daniel Murphy, and it's fouled away. The 2-2. This is pulled into right. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. He kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Loop down towards short. To Cabrera for 1. Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Cespedes is there. And the inning is over. But the Nationals strike for 3, all coming via this 3-run. Here's Adrian now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Skied into straightaway right. Rayburn moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Travis.
Ready once again, Travis d'Arnaud. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the payoff pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Murphy is calling for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now
Juan Lagares will get the call to pin.
For New York, number 12, Juan Lagares.
Just got a piece up the line. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Hansel Robles enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Digging in to try it again, Steven Strasburg. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Wilmer Defoe. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Reyes ranging into the outfield, and that's in there, base hit. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam
Ready for another chance?
Eaton.
Adam Eaton. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Eaton carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Bruce. Still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. This guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Row, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that... Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats, you can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first down. Digging in and looking for more as Drupal Cabrera. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Gloved by Murphy. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. Riding in once again, Michael Conforto. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Washington Nationals led this.
You might